Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Again, thank you for joining me. There's a little less snow than last time we talked, but as of tonight, this campaign has been active for 50 days. And I just wanted to keep everyone up to date with what we've been doing in and around the district. Before we start on that, I would like to give an extra sincere thank you to our early donors. With your help, we've gotten the bumper stickers and magnets ordered, and we've also hired a web developer to get our website a little bit beefier. Hopefully that'll be ready in the next month or so. So, with that out of the way, the local Democrat farmer labor groups have been fantastic, both in how welcoming they have been and the dedication I've seen from them with their goal of getting local candidates elected. I know I'm already going to sidetrack a little bit, but I really do encourage everyone to seek out their local party units and get involved. They'll be happy to have you, you'll get to meet some cool new people, and you'll have a chance to get your voice heard. If you live in Minnesota, check the links in the description of this video for a list of who to contact based upon the county that you live in. I've been at DFL meetings for the Senate district as a whole, as well as several of the county units who are all busy planning the summer parade and county fair season. I was at 3 town halls that were hosted in the district, and although I didn't like that every town hall was between 9:30 a.m. and 4 p.m. on a weekday, effectively preventing anyone who works a standard day job from attending, it was still great to hear what some people in this district viewed as affecting them personally. Childcare, healthcare, and the flooding in the region were front and center at all of the events. I attended a city council meeting and met council members in East Grand Forks and Crookston. I met with the East Grand Forks Superintendent of Schools and some local union heads to talk about issues that they are most concerned with. I can't overemphasize how great it has been to hear both problems and solutions directly from those best in the position to know. There was one meeting we had which needs to be talked about a little more in depth. The Farmers Union of Minnesota had a meeting with around 25 people, and if I hadn't officially declared my candidacy before the meeting, I would have by the time we had adjourned. The farmers who felt up to sharing their stories and speaking to the state of things were all in agreement that farming in this district is in a bad way. Members took time to encourage each other to check up on friends and neighbors who weren't there that night or who hadn't been seen in a while. The quiet nods in the room during the passionate, sometimes tearful speeches about the lack of mental health resources available in the region drove home the strength of Minnesota farmers and the very real challenges they face regarding keeping their communities alive. And this was all before the news broke of another round of tariffs against China, further cementing the long-term damage the trade war is doing on the local level. The numbers clearly bear out that the farmers in that room were right to be concerned. Minnesota median farm income is at a 23-year low, dropping to $26,000 in 2018. That's down 8% from 2017, even as the state as a whole saw a modest income increase. Farmers in the lowest 20% lost an average of $72,000. When your losses are 3 times your income, problems pile up fast. Those numbers, truthfully, they don't scratch the surface of the issue. The farmers in rural Minnesota are bearing an increasingly heavy burden, and they don't feel like anyone is fighting for them. That needs to change. This year is the 75th anniversary of the Minnesota Democrats and Farmer Labor Party joining to become the DFL. And I have every intention of ensuring that farmers and farming hold the place they deserve in this party and in this campaign. They deserve a representative aggressively pushing for changes in right to repair laws so they can own their own tractors, homesteading taxes so family farms can stay in the family, and especially a reduction of costs for and expanded access to healthcare. If you haven't already, please follow us on Facebook as we intend to have another announcement video coming up probably before the end of the weekend. Thank you all for being with us tonight. Thank you all for making the first 50 days of this campaign something we can really build off of moving forward. Thank you. Good night.